So hello, this is the industry video, the introduction to the shop. If you hadn't seen the introductory video last year, where I'm standing right now at the Oak Ridge High School shop is actually in the computer lab. I've actually got 32 computer workstations back here and all around. I spent a good portion of the summer here installing 2017 SolidWorks onto all these workstations. So we've jumped in on that. So you can see back there actually is a Stratasys 1200 3D printer. So that one's a really nice 3D printer that we have and available. Students will all get a chance to operate that piece of equipment coming up. But we're spending most of our time in the engineering and architectural design class in here right now, working on just even hand drafting in here. So I've got hand drafting boards. But now where I'm walking out to right now is actually my shop floor, my precision machining shop floor. You can see here I've got 2 manual mills. I'm walking past 2 CNC small tabletop routers in here that we'll get to later. I've got a much larger router table here too that you can see is a little bit cluttered. Hopefully we'll get a couple projects working there. But what we're actually going to be working on in my advanced class right here is behind me is I get this right. I have a smaller 3D printer. I've got 5 of these XYZ printers here, but as you can see, no place to put them in the computer lab as of yet. What we're going to be working on here is this frame. I made this one up right now. Excuse me, over the summer I made this up. Welded up the frame. We've got all the component parts, tops, casters, some other stuff. And I'm going to be tasking my advanced students with replicating this design so that we actually have a rolling platform on which to keep the 3D printer and its computer tower and a monitor that's buried underneath this stuff here. So that I'm going to be putting my students to work to help me out by furthering the capabilities of the program. I'm excited about that. If you hadn't seen the other equipment I have here, Haas TM2P currently. I'd love to get a few more of these in here, but be working on that and the funding over time. Again, the triumph of creating about 55 gallons of chips last year. Another TM2 over here, an open bed machine, SL10 lathe that unfortunately the BIOS battery had run out partway through last year, but that's now back up and running. So I look forward to putting this to use. CNC turning. I've got manual turning down here, manual lathes down the line, a laser engraver that we'll hopefully get back up and running and using more effectively this year. And now as I'm coming out, as you can see, I've got a lot of great varied equipment. Saw cutting, this area is a little bit of a mess. I'm hoping to get another bandsaw in here this year, another more capable set of bandsaws. I do have metal bending and fabricating, so roll former and press brake right there. Coming outside here, this is going to be this is going to be the project that my basic class is going to take on, and these are weld steps that we had started last year. We got about 9 of them done. And those are going to go into our weight training gym because they need 16 total additional weight steps that they wanted. And they approached me last year and said, hey, can you do this? And I said, yeah, I think we can do that. So we made it halfway through the project and we'll reinitiate that. Use that as basic welding. Got my foundry area that we weren't able to fire up last year, but I'm looking forward to getting that going here this year as well. I have my iron worker. I actually got the hydraulic press here and tube former going. There had been some benches here or desks that we've made some extra space, broken those down. CNC plasma cutting here, and a lot of great welding power supplies that we're starting to make use of already. And what we did today in even my basic manufacturing class, we started to actually do some MIG welding here today. Let's see if we can get that. So examples of student welds, we're practicing this out and just learning as we go. So this is what I could really use help and mentorship with, is actually looking over the student's shoulder as they're doing this to help get their skills in place. I am also going to be trying to get some funding this year to actually improve that welding area that I could really use some industry support to help figure out and support. I'm going to be reaching out, to get that done. And another fun project hopefully that we'll finish out right now that I talked about at the end of last year is this grill. We've got a returning student that hopefully will finish that out. We'll see how well the design works and have some more to actually try and produce a few more of those this year. So anyway, if you're interested in helping to contribute and want to just keep in touch with what's going on here, subscribe to the channel and see what we're doing. And if you want to help pitch in or you want to be a guest speaker, reach out to me too, because I'd definitely love to get more involvement from the community and industry. So till next time, I hope to update again soon.